All right, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Learndash for basically bringing on new employees. At this point, whenever we brought in new employees, we just basically trained them on whatever, but didn't really have a process. So what we've learned is basically what we did, back in 2017, 2018, compared to what we do in 21, 22, and 23 is just two totally different things. We didn't really know what worked, what didn't work. There was really no systems or anything like that. And slowly over time, we're building up systems for every part of the business. And this is the next progression. Because at this point, when you're setting this kind of stuff up, one, if you don't have these types of courses, well, then it's a lot of manual labor. And you're showing them the very, very beginning basics, which is, it's probably not the best use of your time, right? So with this, what's going to end up happening is this going to replace, one-to-one, one-on-one interaction? No. But what it's going to do is at least give them a base knowledge of what to know. That way, when you start actually working with them, they have an idea of like what's going on. Plus, a lot of times when you're trying to discuss things such as, fence installation and stuff like that, like this is what we're training this new person on. She doesn't come from the fence industry. She's actually on the younger side. And so she needs to learn how to use our custom system. She's got to learn how to like about fences and like all that kind of stuff. There'll also be things such as how to sell, right? And so at least with this way, you give them the this information, and then once you actually start working with them, at least they know kind of like what you're talking about. Plus, with this one-on-one, it's like when you're trying to explain fences or you're trying to explain selling or whatever it may be, well, just saying it doesn't really help as much as if you can show them like different videos and stuff like that, which is what I'm going to do with the all the different styles of fences. Like I'll physically go outside and show, okay, these are the vinyl fences. This is like what happens when we're going up hills. Like, these are the two options. Do you want to follow the ground? Do you want to, straight across the top, like those kinds of things. And then I can show images like what's going to happen after the fence is installed, like those kinds of things, because like all these types of questions come up. And again, this, at least when you do stuff like this and you have a system of how you're training these people, is now it's like, okay, I'm going to build this system out, right? And then I'm actually going to show it to my current employees and say, what do you think about this? What works, what doesn't work, what needs to change? Like maybe do we sort the order and stuff like that? Because at the end of the day, like I don't know best, right? As the owner, like you think you should, but you don't really know what works, because the way I learn is completely different than the way other people are going to learn. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. The first part of this video, or the first part of this, is basically just the basic setups. So what we're going to be using is a program called Learndash. So this is hooked into my WordPress account. So if you have WordPress, you can use this. If you don't have WordPress, there's other LMS systems out there. LMS is just learning management system. But anyway, so this is hooked into WordPress. And then, so it's pretty simple. What we're going to first do is add a new course. Okay. And here we go. So this, at this point, you're probably going to have different, probably different ones, but this one, we're just going to call it Depper Fence Training. Okay. So once we do that, what we're going to do is go into the builder section. Okay. So there's basically two types of things, and actually there's going to be a third once we add the lesson, but lesson heading. So this might be your like introduction, right? We're going to add this section. And then another section would be, I'll probably change this stuff later because I really didn't give it much thought. New lesson heading. All right, perfect. So we got that, right? So these are just the headings. So the introduction. So this could be going over like employee policies and like that kind of thing. Obviously, fence install information. We can go with other stuff. Actually, let me drag myself out of the way. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a new lesson. Okay. So this we're going to type. So we're going to add a lesson. Okay, so this shows here, what we're going to do is just drag this, and this is going to be in the fence under the fence information. Okay. Another lesson could be aluminum. Okay. And then same thing, we're going to drag that. And then let's do one final one. Okay. So now we have that. There's more, but that's what we're leaving at for now. Now, what we're going to do is basically we are going to add a like a sub in here. So if you click that little down arrow, right, this comes up and we're going to do a new topic within Vinyl Fence. So like this, it could be like styles available. Okay. And a topic. We're going to do another topic. Warranty information, right? So you would just go down the list for each one. Then what you can do is actually you want to be able to test a person's knowledge as well. So then we're going to go into add a new quiz, right? And it's just going to be, we're going to add a quiz. Okay. And then maybe we do another quiz with the, we have that. So at this point, what we're doing is basically building a framework of everything that the person needs to know because, we just did it. It's like, what are we training them on? Well, everything. Well, yeah, that's everything. But what is everything, right? Because as a business, like it's not a handful of things that the person's learning. Like there's a lot of stuff, right? So at least when you start doing this, you can build everything out and it's like, okay, and I'll do this, or we'll say, okay, the introduction. What's going to be in there? What's going to be in the fence information? What's going to be on how to use kitchen sink? What's going to be used on for how to sell fences over the phone? That kind of thing. And then from there, we go into all the different lessons within those topics. Again, for the vinyl fence, like the styles, the warranty information, things like that. The aluminum fences. That could be stuff like what's pull code versus what's not pull code, like those kinds of things. And then obviously within kitchen sink, that's my custom program for, basically the CRM. So that's going to be everything as far as like how to add a new customer, how to send emails, how to do this, how to do that, and you have everything. And then again, what you can do is you're going to be able to add these quizzes in there. And then because of that, you'll be able to know if they, gathered the information, and not even just them, but they'll be able to understand as well. It's like, oh, I got that wrong. Maybe I should go back and look at that again. So anyway, it's a good, this is probably good not only for starting new employees, but also retraining, current employees as well, because we get in this habit of where we train them. But then after we're done training with them, then they're working side by side with someone else, or you're out in the field or whatever else. So then, people could pick up bad habits. So at least with this, it's like, okay, I want to quiz you on, vinyl styles or the warranty information, whatever it is. So then you can see, okay, was there any kind of drop off, because you're putting all this time and effort in for the first 90 days or whatever it's going to be. But there has to be an ongoing training program as well. So anyway, hope this helps. We're going to get a lot further involved. Again, this was just setting up the main structure and then kind of explaining why you want to use Learndash or some other LMS for your business. And then within this, there'll be more videos of showing you actually how to, do the rest of it, and then what the final product's going to end up looking like. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. And, if you like these videos, like, subscribe, share it with other people if they can use the help as well. Have an awesome day.